Okay, so today what we're going to do is, in this video, we're going to do some examples. Okay, so I'm going to show you using those three steps in the previous video, those three steps of how to convert a fraction where the denominator is a power of 10 into a decimal. Okay, so it's really simple. We're just going to follow those steps. And then I'm going to show you another way to do it, which is like a shortcut in a manner of speaking. Okay, so again, remember from the last video about the powers of 10. Okay, decimals are where you're dividing by powers of 10, if you will, and whole numbers are where basically place values are where you're multiplying by powers of 10. Okay, so keep that in mind too as we're doing this. So let's do an example, and let's look at the same one that we were looking at before. Oops. So we were talking about 3/10, right? So what we do is we look at the denominator and we see what power of 10 it is. Okay, so this is a power of 1, right? Exponent of 1. And so that means we're going to have one space after the decimal. And so we're going to take the numerator and we're going to place it in the rightmost blank. Well, there's only one blank in this case, so we're done. That's it. Now, let's do another one. Let's look at 25 hundredths. Okay, well, we can write this again as a power of 10, so this is the same as 25 over 10 squared. And so again, to write this as a decimal, we're going to put the decimal point and then let's draw two blanks because it's a power of 2, so we're going to have two blanks. And now we're going to take the 25 in the numerator and we're going to place this digit to the rightmost blank. So this is going to be 5, and then of course the 2 goes there, and we're done. So 25 over 100 is the same as 0.25. Okay? Okay, now the next one, let's do another one. So let's do this one, 425 over 100. So again, we're going to do the same thing. Let's write it as a power of 10. And so this is 425 over 10 squared. And so again, we're going to put our decimal place here. Right? And so how many places? Well, we got 3 digits, so we're going to have 3 digits. And so we put the 5 here, 2 here, and the 4 here. So 425 over 100 is equal to 4.25. Okay, last one. Let's look at this one. Okay. So let's do it again. So let's write it as a power of 10. So this is the same as 3 divided by 10 to the third power. And so again, we're going to need 3 spaces to the right, because the exponent is 3. And so the 3 is going to go way over here to the right, the rightmost blank. And now that's it. We only have a 3 up here. So what do we do here? Well, any other blanks to the left, we're going to fill in with placeholder values of 0. And so 3 thousandths is equal to 0.003. And that's it. Now, another way to think about this is, if we look at 3, remember, if we look at 3 for a moment. Let's do this. I'm going to erase these and show you a little shortcut that will get you the same answer. Okay? If we look at 3, 3 can be written as 3 with a decimal point. So any whole number, it's understood or it's implied that there's a decimal point to the very right. So this would be 3 point, right? So 3, you can write it as 3.0, 3.00, 3.000. These zeros don't really mean anything, okay? It's the same as 3, but you could put the point. So whenever we have a whole number, it's understood that there's a decimal point there, okay? Even though it's not written. But if we write this as 3 point, and we notice that we're dividing by 10 to the first power, well, whenever we divide by a power of 10, it moves the decimal point to the left. So if we divide by power of 10, that means the decimal point is going to move 1 place value to the left. And so it equals 0.3, which is the same answer we got before. Now here, look at this. This is 10 squared, which again is like dividing by 10 2 times. So if we divide by 10 one time, and that moves the decimal point to the left, 1 place value, then if we divide by 10 twice, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to move the decimal point to the left 2 place values. So if we write this as 25, and we have this decimal point, well, what are we going to do? We're going to move the decimal point to the left twice. And we get 0.25. And then same thing here, right? This is going to be 425. And we're going to move the decimal point two spots to the left. And the same thing here. 10 cubed means we're dividing by 10 3 times, which means we're going to move the decimal point to the left 3 place values. So, 3, right? Oops, let me give myself a little bit more room. So if I have 3 with a point there, with the decimal point, now I'm going to move it over to the left 3 place values. 1, 2, 3. And of course, I'm going to fill in zeros here. And we get the same answer. Okay, so there's another way to look at it. Okay, again, practice, and if you have any questions, let me know, but make sure you practice with the homework, and I'll see you next time. Take care.